payroll is a day I do not advise anyone to actually try to speculate on. Now, there's going to be a group out there that have said, I've made money doing non-farm payroll trades. My reasoning for telling you not to trade is because you're here to learn how to read price action. So if I say, go out there and study non-farm payroll Friday price action, which can tend to be very volatile, choppy, or sometimes it becomes a dud. It doesn't do anything. But you don't have the experience to weather something that's very volatile and can be jarring to you. Okay, and if you're out here trying to gamble with live money, which is what none of you should be doing, if you're in here learning how to read price, that's why you're here, to learn how to read price. Months from now, if you come to the conclusion that you think you've done well enough on paper and then demo consistently, if you decide to go into live trading, you've done that on your own. I've done nothing to instigate that or try to get you to do it, okay? So bias is going to be derived from this chart here. So I'm not trying to trade non-farm payroll, okay? I'm not instigating any interest for you to go out and do it tomorrow. But I do believe that you should study it. Try to determine what side of liquidity is going to reach for before 8:30 news release. And when that volatility hits the marketplace, watch and see what it does on like a 1 and 5 minute chart. Get a feel for what it's doing. And it's an amazing study for liquidity purposes only, but unfortunately, sometimes these moves can appear, well, to the untrained eye, random, and then to the initiated here, sometimes the patterns that I'm teaching you and the logic materialize in the chart, and sometimes they do pan out to script, but not always. So the reason why I tell everyone to avoid like big days like Fomc and non-farm payroll weeks is because you don't have the experience and you can get hurt very quickly not knowing what you're doing. So I try to be responsible as a mentor, try to protect you from yourself, because like I was when I was younger, it was very easy for me to fall into a trap or think I can do something I couldn't. So that way you understand, I try to teach my students to stop trading by the New York session on Wednesday. So if you had something that was profitable, quote unquote, up to that point, stop trading for the rest of the week. And then observe. Just study the price action the rest of the week, but don't try to push any buttons, because you don't have any experience working in these sometimes very challenging market profiles. On the Thursday and Friday of non-farm payroll weeks, they can be choppy, they can be sporadic, they can come back against you when you really don't expect them to, and they lose a lot of their precision. Not all the time, but most of the time they lose their precision. So I want to be focusing on those days where I don't have those disadvantages, where everyone else is like, well, I got time to be in front of the charts, so let's gamble and it's casino time. And that's just not the way I do things. And I try to promote the idea of a sober mindset about what it is you're doing in respect to measure of risk.